Hello, everyone. Today's lesson will be dedicated to my student Mark, who got to the rating 2000 in rapid play on chess.com. During the past year, Mark has been playing chess pretty much every day. And he doesn't play bullet. Well, he does sometimes, which is fun. But he also is trying to get better in the long run. And he plays long games. And long games, while they're boring, they sometimes they provide the best preparation for when the world will come back, and the world will come back at some point. Um, this is the game which got Mark to 2000, and it was a fun game, and there was a fun tactic which I will ask you to find. So let's take a look. E4, c5. We have the Sicilian defense. Knight f3, d6. Bishop b5. The so-called Moscow variation. Black blocks, and the way Mark likes playing this is he likes to take and get into the Maroczy bind structure. So he plays c4. His point is to play d4, get this trade, and we'll talk about the position in a second. So knight c6, d4, takes. Okay, this is the Maroczy bind. White has very nice control with this square. One of Black's ideas in the Sicilian is to play d5, which will make it a little bit harder because of this. In addition, there is also control with this square as well. And Mark loves playing positions like this. They're very solid. They're more positional than tactical, although tactics can definitely occur. E5. E5 is not a terrible move, but there are two issues which arise. Issue number one, this pawn becomes a little bit weak, and number two, Black gives up control over this square, which means White would usually like to get his knight here. Mark drops back here, which is absolutely fine. He has a plan of bringing this knight here and maybe reinforcing him with the other knight. Another possible idea could have been knight c2, with the idea to bring this knight here, and then we're controlling all the squares, especially the weak d5 square. Okay, knight e2, knight f6, Black develops, attacks the pawn, Mark defends, bishop e7 to get ready to castle, f3. Mark wants to play bishop e3, but he does not want to deal with knight g4, which is annoying, so he plays f3. And in general, a lot of the time in the Maroczy bind, you like to create these structures. It's not strictly necessary to play this right now. Mark would have maybe castled first, and then based on what Black does, sometimes he might even want to play f4. And if this trade happens, White has a nice bishop and pressure over here. Anyway, Black castled. Mark plays bishop e3. Black plays a6. Not the most exciting move, but Black would like to try to undermine White pawn structure, and at some point he would like to play 5. Mark plays rook c1. Mark has a certain plan. He wants to move the knight here, and if this trade happens, he's going to have a very good rook. Okay, Black plays rook b8, continue with the plan of b5. Mark plays knight c5. b5 happens. And in this position, Mark finds a nice tactic. So, the first one is simple, takes, and Black can take back either way. Black took with the rook, and here I will pause and let you find the actual tactic. And the moment here is where you should always look for forcing moves. The tactic is rook takes knight, because after queen takes back, this bishop is undefended, And when the knight takes, we get a fork. So Mark took. Black obviously did not take the rook. He took this knight. But now he's just down a piece. And it's a matter of conversion. Black plays queen d7, which, I mean, maybe taking this pawn is a little better. And this game goes on for another 15 or 20 moves, but the problem is Mark is just up. Mark is just up full piece. Black did go here to defend this pawn because it was being attacked. The rest of the game is just conversion. Mark is trying to trade. And no, okay, for the sake of completeness, let's look how we convert positions like this. b3, restricting black play. Rook c8, move which I probably would not play. You're down a piece. You don't want to trade. Maybe trying to create some sort of counterplay with f5, maybe e4 or f4 could have been better. Mark reinforces his rook. We have a trade. We have another trade. Black is running out of pieces quite quickly. Rook b8, because this pawn was getting a little bit scary. This is a very nice move by Mark. The knight is heading to this beautiful square. After c8, that's where it ends up, and of course, a fork. Okay, the bishop drops back, and this is nice. And black cannot take because we're going to fork. So the bishop moves again, it's being attacked, and Mark simply castles. Nothing special here. We're going to move our rook here, we'll move our knight here, and we are going to win. Okay, the king tries to run to the pawn, but okay, we're just going to continue. And black plays here, we can already take the bishop. Because this is not a pin, because this is a check. Mark plays here, which is obviously fine. The bishop takes, and now Mark is up 2 pieces. And let's see. And this game went on for another 7-18 moves. But rooks get traded here, and yeah. So black did not put up much resistance after the loss of a piece. But again, just because you lose a piece doesn't mean you should just go through the motions. At least try to make the position complicated. In the case of Mark, great job. Congratulations. Job well done. As I tell many of my students, in order to become good, well, talent is of course helpful, but you also need to work hard. And Mark works harder than most people I know. The reign of 2000, great job. And I know it will keep going higher. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe. I will be back soon. Thank you.